You know, I'm still angsty that this game was taken away from us. This was the only mobile game that I actually played. By far the best Dissidia game, and it has like all these characters coming together and working, and they're talking to each other. This was like one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. For those that don't know what Dissidia Final Fantasy is, it's basically a crossover game where all these Final Fantasy characters, they fight these monsters, or, you know, they fight together. It depends what game it is. But to me, in my opinion, this will always be the best Final Fantasy crossover game. I just wish that Square Enix, released the final chapters before they shut down the game. That pissed me off. That pissed a lot of people off. I actually wanted to, finish the entire game. Because to me, this was a really good game. This was like, I was addicted to this game. I was really addicted to this game. Seeing all these characters get along and fighting together. Because in the other games, they fight each other, but they didn't fight together. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why would you shut down the game? A lot of people were making petitions for this game not to shut down. I was having fun seeing these characters get along. Seeing Terra and Aerith getting along. It was just so cute. The best part about this, that it was a turn-based RPG game. And I love my turn-based RPG games. This is the most Final Fantasy they've done in years, and they shut it down. And I just got like, what the fuck happened? Look, here's what happened really. They shut it down because it wasn't making enough profit. That's it. In Japan, it was making enough profit, but in America, they always shut down like every Final Fantasy mobile game. You know, they could at least release the entire thing offline. I mean, it's complete, so why not do that? Because I miss this game. I really do miss this game a lot. I miss watching like Zidane, trying to hit all these girls up. And then there's the Warrior Elite, which the whole story revolves around him. Well, the whole story revolves around all these characters, but mostly it revolves around the Warrior Elite because he's trying to find out who he is. And, with these characters, basically you get to do like all these team attacks. Yeah, look, these team attacks were pretty cool. Like seeing Cecil and Cloud actually doing something together. You got Cloud and Cecil, you got, Yuffie and Sophie over here. Some of these made sense, and then some of these did not make sense whatsoever. Like, I was waiting for a team attack with, Beatrix and then, Celis, and they didn't have one. So it was basically Celis and some other character. I don't remember which one. For example, this one made no sense whatsoever. Zaz and Vivi were working together. It made no sense. Why would you put those two together? Man, I miss this game. I miss playing as all these characters. Look, I don't care if it was a chibi game. Seeing these characters doing shit together was actually fucking great, especially since I'm a longtime Final Fantasy fan. I am a longtime Final Fantasy fan. This means a lot to me. I like seeing these characters interact. Seeing Shadow and Terra interact made me want to ship them. I am not joking. I actually started to ship them because of this game. This is the most interactions that they ever had in Final Fantasy VI. Nobody really interacts much, but in this game they actually do. You get to read their history bio. And, like, some of these characters I didn't really know. I mean, I know only, like, the mainline title Final Fantasy games. You get to put them in, outfits that they had before. The Avid Children outfit. You get the blue dress. And you got Aerith's red dress. By the way, I think she looks really cute in this. Like, this is my favorite Aerith outfit ever. And then, but I can't, like, there's also the Tifa outfit. Like, they both look good. Both girls look good. But Aerith, damn, man. You have moments in this game that, like, they will never say in their actually current Final Fantasy mainline title games. Like, Zidane and Garnet are my favorite Final Fantasy couple ever. And they almost say that they love each other. Well, Garnet almost says that she loves him, but, her tongue slips. Ah, man, all these character interactions, they were so good. What the hell, man? Even Aerith and Cloud were having moments together. Yeah, Cloud doesn't want Aerith to leave. That's the thing, like, he misses her. He was trying his best to get her back, and so she wouldn't disappear from his life. And then there's, like, the Warrior Light and Prish. For those that did not play the original Dissidia Final Fantasy game, these two were actually having moments together. And so, I guess in this game, they were trying to make them, like, a ship in sort of way. I am not kidding, by the way. These two were actually being shipped in Opera Omnia. They were actually trying to make them like a sort of like a couple in a way. Okay, so for the story for Opera Omnia, it's basically just like the Warrior Light is finding all these characters so they could like stop these, the villains and stop opening like these portals so all the monsters could come in and destroy the worlds. And so all the Warriors of Light, which is like basically every Final Fantasy character that there is trying to stop these portals so they, their worlds could like not being collapsed and all that type of stuff. It's a simple plot. It's a very simple plot. Very basic Final Fantasy-ish type of story plot. But that's not really what matters. The story doesn't matter to me. What matters was the character interactions and these characters getting along. And you seeing like the Warrior Light actually having friends for once. That's not basically talking to himself. Because I really do like the Warrior Light. Like, he's a really good protagonist. Although he's very bland, he's still a great character. Like, seeing him getting along with Vivi, Prish, Anya Knight. He actually had friends. He actually had like some sort of like feelings towards them. He cared about them. He had more feelings in his game than he ever did in any other, Dissidia Final Fantasy game. Even the first game, where he doesn't even interact at all. Yeah, I actually played the first Final Fantasy game. It's actually okay, but it's not... it's not that great. Why can't they bring this game back? I actually really do adore this game so much. Like, God, man. Like, I know, like, I'm complaining so much, but I miss this game. I really do. Because you will never see another Final Fantasy game like this. This was just, like, it's really good. Like, it was a masterpiece. It was really... really good. But Square Enix, they're not really that creative anymore, so yeah, this was something, and I'm glad I played it during the time that it was there. And that's all I gotta say about this game. So see you guys.